Hello and welcome back to another XeroLinux video. Yes, I am back. Yep, I'm back home to my humble abode from Serbia and Greece. I needed the time away to gather my thoughts and everything, but this video is not about me. It's about the brand new release of XeroLinux. We have been working on this release for the past 4 months. I am proud to announce that this release has the most amount of changes since the release of XeroLinux. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, when you first boot the ISO, you get welcomed with this little YAD dialog that I created in 2 minutes, because we don't need anything flashy when the ISO first boots, and I didn't want to launch Calamares like I used to back in the early days of XeroLinux. So I decided to create a launcher because there's a big reason behind it. I wanted to give you time to connect to the internet before you launch the installer, because as it says here, please make sure you are connected to the internet before launching the installer. Wi-Fi will work, but a wired connection is strongly recommended for faster download. Without an active internet connection, installation will fail. Once we're connected to the internet, I know I am, so I launched the installer. Okay, as usual, you get greeted with the Calamares installer. You hit next. Okay, let's say Dublin. I don't care. Hit next. This is why. I have decided to bring back the application installer because a lot of you out there requested it. You didn't want to have to install things after the fact. You wanted to install things during the installation. Keep in mind that everything you select here will be downloaded from the internet. That's why you need an internet connection. If you decide to select everything here, the installation is gonna take much longer. What do we have under browser? We have Floor, Firefox, FileZilla, BraveBin, LibreWolf, Vivaldi Meta. This is a meta package I created that includes Vivaldi and Vivaldi FFmpeg codecs, without which you won't be able to watch YouTube. Tor browser, Multimedia browser, and ungoogled Chromium. I wasn't going to add every single browser in existence, so please don't request it. I just added the important ones that people care about. I know some of you will come in the comments, why didn't you include X and Y browser? You can install it after the fact. It takes 2 seconds. So, this is the browser. I included VPNs, ExpressVPN, Mozilla VPN, Multimedia VPN, Proton VPN, CLI. This is a CLI app. I couldn't find a GUI for it, so if you know how to use it, you do. You know. Social apps, ZapZap for WhatsApp, Tocodon for Mastodon, Discord, Element, Telegram, and Ferdium. I only use Ferdium. That replaces all those, but LibreOffice. This one, of course, it will install the language pack you select, of course. If you want English, if you selected Turkish at the beginning of the install, it's going to install the Turkish version, and so on and so forth. Git Dev, Hugo, Meld, VS Codium, GitHub Desktop for the developers out there. Password managers, keep SXC, and Bitwarden, the 2 important ones. Android development, it's not for development, I called it that, but it's just tools. Heimdall to flash custom ROMs on Samsung devices, and if you're an Android user, you know what the rest does. Imaging tools, GIMP, Godot, Krita, and Blender. Audio production, music, MPV, Amarok, Spotify, Tenacity, James DSP, and EasyFX. Video production, Mystique, Make MKV, Kdenlive, Avid Mux, MK2V, Toolnix, Lossless Cut. And extra fonts. Keep in mind that if you select Asian fonts, it's going to download over a gig of dependencies. I wanted to mention that even though a browser is included, the Falcon browser is included, I didn't put it in the doc because it will... Nobody likes Falcon. So Falcon is just there for you to use on the live environment. Once the system is installed, Falcon will not be there. It will be removed during the install. So keep that in mind. So if you don't select a browser, you'll end up without a browser. So I'm going to select just Firefox for the sake of this video. And of course, the usual. I select XFS, no swap, create your user, create your password. Of course, you can see it. This is how the module works. And log in automatically and install. And I will see you once the install is done. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to do something. I just wanted to remind y'all that this all XeroLinux ISOs will not function on legacy hardware. What do I mean by legacy hardware? Anything that's non-EFI or UEFI based. If you try to boot it on MBR, it will boot. You're gonna get to the desktop. You're gonna be able to launch the installer, but at some point it's gonna fail to install grub. I'm working on removing legacy support completely, but right now I haven't figured out a way without breaking the whole ISO. Keep that in mind when downloading XeroLinux. All right, now that the system has been installed, we click Restart System. All right, welcome to the XeroLinux desktop. As you can see, there's no more TUI-based toolkit. It has been replaced with a GUI-based one because why not? And a GUI version would look more user-friendly. We need to take a moment and thank Sensei, who spent 4 months working on this thing, following my, how should I put it, my requests. He started implementing page by page everything you will see once you install XeroLinux. We have to thank him because he contributed his free time to do this. This application is written in Rust, and please don't comment on why Rust. We chose Rust, we have our own reasons. So the main page is where you do the most common things like update system. When you click update system, you're gonna be greeted with this. And I love the way he implemented it. It's amazing. This script was written by me. It's part of a package called Extra Scripts. We implemented it into the toolkit. So, and I love how he put it in a window like this. It's really, really nice. The colors and everything pop. They're really, really nice. So you hit enter, and then you type your password, and it's going to go through the update process. Okay, we got a few packages, 200, oh my God, they released a new kernel. Okay, don't close it, because even if you close it, the updates will still be running in the background. So there's no point in closing it. But as you can see, my connection is not the best. But I'll have to pause so the video is not way too long for you guys. So once it's done, I'll continue showing you the rest of the toolkit. Now that the update is done, let me show you something else. Package managers, you click that, you have the option to install Octopi, Bahoo, Flatseal. You don't need Flatseal on XeroLinux because of the permissions already exist in the KDE settings, but just in case you prefer to use it, it's there. You got Warehouse. Warehouse is to manage Flatpaks and snapshots of Flatpaks. I made a video about that. I'll put it in the description. Bazaar is the new Flatpak front end created by the Bluefin team. I decided to include it here, and as you can see, it shows a progress here. Or if you want to see, if you're a nerd and would like prefer to see the terminal output, you just click the terminal icon up here, and you will see it download. And as you can see here, there's something that doesn't fit Arch, pretty much. Yeah, it was requested ages ago by someone who's an ex-Nix user, so I decided to include it. The Nix package manager. This is not for everyone, that's why I included a pop-up. As I was saying, if you click this, you're gonna get experimental feature warning. Nix Package Manager is an experimental feature. This is intended for experienced users only. Do not enable unless you know what you are doing. No support will be provided for Nix-related issues. Proceed at your own risk. Clear enough, huh? So I'm not gonna do anything. As for this button, you click that. It will show you what the latest version is, 1st of January 2026. And you can, and this is where you select where you want to download the ISO. And you click download, it's going to show progress and time remaining, you know, those shenanigans. I'm not going to start it because, as you saw, my internet is nightmarish right now. Drivers. Okay, this is what I need to, where I need to explain why XeroLinux has two ISOs. When you receive a code, enter it, and log in to access the ISOs, you're going to be welcome with this. We got an Intel/AMD ISO, which this one is, and an NVIDIA RTX Turing Plus ISO. NVIDIA has dropped support for Pascal and Maxwell cards and below from their drivers. As a result, the Arch maintainers have removed the NVIDIA DKMS packages from their repositories, moved them to the AUR, renamed them to NVIDIA-580XX-DKMS. So unfortunately, they're gone. Bye-bye. But fear not, we are distro maintainers. We know how to bring them back. Okay? So if you are on an RTX card, aka Turing and above, you just download this ISO. It already has the drivers out of the box. You don't need to do anything. That's it. You download this, install it, forget about the drivers. They're already included and enabled, and everything is working hunky-dory. But if you have an Intel or AMD system, use this ISO. Or if you have one of the Maxwell or Pascal cards, you can use this ISO, but we included in the toolkit a way to install the legacy drivers, because thanks to the chaotic AUR maintainers, they are hosting the legacy drivers. So when you click here, it's going to show you a warning. If you have an RTX 20XX plus card, download the NVIDIA ISO from XeroLinux. This option is only for legacy GPUs, GTX 10XX and below. So if you hit continue, it's going to install the NVIDIA 580XX drivers from the chaotic AUR. Keep in mind that we're just providing you access to those drivers, so you don't have to go looking for them on the AUR or compiling them or whatever. That does not mean you will receive support from us if anything should go wrong. This is something I need to clarify. When you donate for XeroLinux, you are not donating for support. You are donating for the convenience of having all this done for you. You're not donating for support. That's why we have the community Discord server. And I emphasize community because it's not run by me, it's run by the community. So I am not going to be there to be able to provide support. It's people help each other out kind of server. So you post your problem over there, and somebody, if they can, when they can, they will help you out. You're only donating for the convenience of having a ready-made ISO with the tools at your fingertips, not the support. So I'm going to hit cancel here, and you have an option here to install either ROCm if you're on AMD or CUDA if you're on NVIDIA, as long as it's Turing and above. You got Tailscale VPN. This is an extra VPN. The reason I have it in the toolkit is because it includes a patch, so it works on XeroLinux. Asus ROG tools, it's the usual. If you have a ROG laptop and whatever, like for RGB and keyboard shortcuts and media controls and whatnot, this is a tool for you. Open Razer drivers for your Razer peripherals. As for this one, okay, you're going to be prompted for the password. You hit enter. It's going to install it. And okay, so it's done. This does not exist on Arch. I looked and looked and looked and looked. There's an ancient tool that no longer works. That's it. Even on the AUR, there's nothing like it. So this only exists on XeroLinux. I was going to put it on the AUR, but I don't want to go providing troubleshooting for people from all over the globe. This is strictly a XeroLinux tool. So there you go. It allows you to enable your fingerprint in the terminal and the prompt, the password prompt, which DEs don't do that for whatever reason. Zenergy driver, it's something that since they added, I think it's related to show you the wattage in BTOP, the CPU wattage or whatever in BTOP. Without this, it will not show. Customization, you can set up ZSH, install the Safe Desktop tool, which saves your rice, basically, in a neat little package. Grub theme allows you to apply one of my grub themes. I got like 8. It's going to prompt you for a password. Yeah, I got 8. You can select whichever one you want to apply. I don't have any previews, so apply and test. It's up to you. I'm not going to do it right now. Plymouth Manager. This is something new. It's a new script that I have written while I was in Serbia. It's a script that allows you to enable Plymouth and install themes and activate them. So basically, what we can do is select option 1, install Plymouth. I don't include it out of the box because to me it adds more wasted time to the boot process. I'm not the only one using XeroLinux. So there you go. It's for all you guys who have been requesting it for so long. I included it. Okay, enter. You select option 2, option A to install a new theme. And see, I made it human readable. The packages are definitely not human readable on the AUR. So let's say Alienware, number 2. Okay, it's installing it. You hit enter, then hit B to apply, to change your theme. Hit 10. It's gonna apply, activate the theme. And once we get to rebooting the system, you'll see it in action. Okay, hit M, enter for exit, and then close. Update the lay-in theme is just to update the theme being used. If you're using something else, it's just don't use that. Gaming tools. You got Steam AIO. The Steam AIO. What do I mean by Steam AIO? Steam AIO comes with Mango HUD, GameScope, and all the tools to get the best gaming experience, and so you can enable the FPS counter and so on and so forth. Lacked OC is to overclock your GPU and see the fan curves for your GPU and stuff. Lutris, Heroic bottles, no need to explain those. I opted to set them as separate instead of a single gaming meta like CachyOS does, because not everyone wants every single gaming tool under the sun. They do it their way, I do it my way. Controller tools is just the necessary packages to get controllers like the PS5 controller and the Xbox One or whatever controller working. I don't have any, so I don't know how they work. I didn't test it. Nobody I know has them, so it's up to you to install them and figure out how they work. This is another tool that a contributor on my Discord server created. Essentially, it was he created a website on GitHub Pages. I asked him if I could use it and include it in the toolkit. He was like, by all means. Kudos to, I forgot his name. Sorry, his name is very long, but you know who you are. Kudos to you. You've done a great job. We just embedded it into the toolkit. What is this? This helps you get the exact commands, game scope commands, flags, basically, to use in Steam. So let's say you want to change the scaler to fill. It generates the command here. Whatever you change here, full screen, grab keyboard, blah, 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 you just copy this and paste it in Steam, and you got all these features enabled. So it's a neat little tool. It's in the XeroLinux toolkit. It's amazing. I love it. I'm not a gamer, but when I need it, I know where to go. So containers, you got Docker, Podman, VirtualBox, DistroBox, and QEMU Virtual Manager. You know what these are. It's for the geeks out there. I'm not going to explain them. You have to be a geek to know what these are. Multimedia tools, not much, just the OBS Studio and plugins. So whatever you select will include OBS Studio. So if you click this, it's going to install OBS plus the plugin, OBS plus the plugin, OBS plus the plugin, OBS plus the plugin. You know what I mean. So Kdenlive will just install Kdenlive. I'm not going to show you. Jellyfin server for all you people out there who want to set up Jellyfin. It sets it up for you. All you have to do is go to localhost semicolon 8096 and you start setting up Jellyfin. This page is for servicing. So if you want to empty the Pacman cache, unlock Pacman DB in case it's locked, and since XeroLinux has gone completely Wayland, if you still need the X11 session up until Plasma 6.8, because Plasma 6.8, they will be deleting this package. So use it until then. This will enable the X11 session. Guest utils is for VMware. No, not VMware. It's for VirtualBox. Waydroid guide, it will just send you to my website and show you how to set up Waydroid. I don't know, maybe on the March release, we'll have, instead of sending you to a guide, this will actually set up Waydroid for you. I don't know. I'm working on it. It's not easy, but you'll see it in a future update. This is for any key issues: fix Arch keyring, update mirror list, change parallel downloads. So if you want to, the default parallel downloads are set to 6 because I don't have a fast connection. I cannot use more. But if you want to set it to a million, you can do so with this button. And if you want to stop this toolkit from running on startup, you just click that, enter your password, hit enter, done. And if you want to donate to us or something, check our donate to us, to either me or Sensei. I recommend you donate to Sensei because he's done a great job on the toolkit. It's amazing. But before we get into XeroLinux, the distro, let's reboot the system and see Plymouth in action. There you go. This is Plymouth. You like it? Enjoy it. Enable it. Enjoy it. It's there in the toolkit. Optional. This is all running in a VM, so excuse the performance. XeroLinux includes a lot of things out of the box. You click this drop down, you notice two things here. One is for the entries, to manage those entries, and another one is called Configure Panel Colorizer. This is where you configure your panel up top. You can load that and hit apply. It changes. You hit that, load, apply. That's Panel Colorizer. And if you notice, let's open terminal. Let's move it. Notice anything strange? K-zones is included on XeroLinux, so you can set it up like this, like that, and you can create your own zones. You'll just have to go to the KDE settings, I think, KWin scripts, zones, K-zones, here. If you want to configure your zones, you go to the settings and you start configuring your layouts here. I don't know how to do it. I just included it because I thought it's a neat little thing. Also, you will see that I included Cronkite. Cronkite is the tiling manager you can turn KDE into a tiler. It's very advanced, and I don't like tilers, so I included it so you guys can play around with it. If you want to mix and match a desktop environment and a tiler, you can do that with Cronkite. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole because I don't like it. Geez, desktop wallpaper. You want to change the desktop wallpaper. Okay, you select this, you select image. I included Smart Video Wallpaper Reborn. This one will allow you to set wallpaper, animated wallpapers. I'm not going to apply it. I made a video about it, which I'll also link in the description. It's an amazing little thing. It's better than having to install Wallpaper Engine from Steam and have it crash and what have you. I don't like that about Wallpaper Engine. This one is native to Plasma. It works flawlessly. That's about it. That's what I have included out of the box. And the major changes are the new NVIDIA RTX ISO, Intel AMD ISO, the toolkit, and all the new widgets that I included on XeroLinux for you to enjoy. And yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of all this. And don't forget, if you want to support me financially, either donate and grab yourself an ISO, or donate for the heck of donating. It will help a lot. Keep the lights on. Keep me working on XeroLinux, because hosting the ISO on the VPS, creating the website, everything goes into XeroLinux costs money. So if you would like to help out, donate a few bucks here and there. I'll be grateful for that. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.